Hi folks, Chief Robie and myself are here today to talk about donning and doffing or putting on and taking off PPE and best practice and to safely discard it. So today we're going to start off talking a little bit about the PPE that we use and the public use. Okay, take it away, Chief.
So as many of you have seen, the recommendation is to wear a mask when you're out, especially if you're going to be within 6 feet of somebody. Right now the governor and the state has requested that you please wear a cloth mask. Many people do have what we call a medical mask, a surgical mask. So that's one of the masks we're going to review today, how to put on, and then after that we'll show you how to take it off appropriately. So first you want to take your mask. In this case, again, it's a surgical mask. We want to figure out what side's inside, outside. Usually the colored side is the outside. So you always want to have the color away from your mouth. Always remember the inside is the part that's going to be touching you, considered the clean surface. So you want to grab it by the strings, bring it up to your mouth, up and over your ears, and then afterwards you want to pinch the top of your nose, bringing it tight. Always want to make sure the mask goes up, down, and under your chin. After you have your mask on, we do know some people are wearing gloves. Gloves really aren't necessary. The biggest thing is you want to be washing your hands all the time. But if you are wearing gloves, putting them on is pretty basic. What we want you to remember is just because you have gloves on doesn't mean you can touch everything. If you have a glove on, watch what you're touching, because if your hands are contaminated, people are forgetting they're putting stuff in their car, they're opening doors, they're touching the steering wheel. That's not the recommended practice.
Okay, so now that we put on our PPE, we're going to remove it safely. So the first thing, the sequence of this is the reverse. We're going to start with the gloves and then take the mask off. So the chief is going to show you how we do that. I'm going to talk our way through it. So what we're going to do is the chief is going to pinch the wrist area of one glove together and fold it back, removing the right-handed glove. And then he's going to put it in a ball into the gloved hand, like so. And then he's going to take his ungloved finger, put it on the inside of the glove, and peel it away. And once he's done that, he's going to discard it appropriately into a trash barrel. I just want to emphasize that the contaminated area of the gloves is obviously the outside of the gloves, and the contaminated area of the mask is the front of the mask. The uncontaminated area of the mask is the straps, and that is where we're going to start removing the mask. So the chief is going to grab the straps of the mask, pull it away from his face, and safely discard it away into a trash barrel. Again, from that point on, you're going to go right to a wash basin and you're going to wash your hands appropriately.
So the other thing we do know is people have what we call an N95 mask. That's a little higher grade mask. It's fine to use, but they go on a little differently. Most of them have two straps versus the single loops around the ears. So the captain's actually going to throw on an N95 right now so you can see how to put that on.
So here we have the N95 with a respirator. I'm going to remove my glasses. So you're going to start with the bottom strap. Pinch it. Bottom strap goes over your head. And then the top strap goes right here.
You pinch the nose. If you pinch the nose down, it makes the final seal for you. Again, the biggest thing is now you're going to do the opposite on taking it off. When you take it off, you don't want to touch the outside of your mask, because that's really what we consider now contaminated.
So I'm going to go to the bottom strap, remove that first. Let it go. And grab the top one, peel it away from my face, and then carefully discard it in the trash barrel. And again, I'm going to, safe practice, wash my hands right away.
And that's the biggest thing we can recommend to everybody is washing those hands, wash them for at least 20 seconds, using hand sanitizer in between. And the other thing we got to ask is when you throw these away, don't drop them on the ground. I said we see them all over the supermarket parking lots. You got to remember, the guy who's picking up the carriage is probably the guy that's going to be picking up those gloves. And if he's picking up your gloves, he's touching the carriages again. We ask, try to throw them away. Thank you.